Here's my impression of Steve coming out to you. I am gay.
Oh, it's been a long time coming. The Minecraft movie. The goddamn Minecraft movie. Everyone in my generation and younger know what Minecraft is. I would be surprised if people say they didn't. This nearly 15-year-old game is still going strong with generation after generation of YouTubers and players picking up the game to play it, have fun, and create stuff on. There's a reason it's one of the biggest video games ever, with a playable version on every console since the PS3, and of course being bought by Microsoft for $1 billion. A film adaptation of this movie was bound to happen, and the community was super receptive and pumped with that idea. But what we didn't expect was the years of delays, production troubles, and cycling between different creatives it took to get to where we are now. The Minecraft movie was announced in 2014, and it took 11 years for the movie to be released. But anyway, now that it's here and having watched it on day 2 of its theatrical run on 3 hours of sleep, what do I think about it?
This food is really good. Anna, you want this? Anna.
Sorry, what was that?
It sucks. It's already looking to be one of the worst movies of the year, but I somehow don't hate it. Let me explain. For starters, this movie looks and feels pretty good. We collectively trashed the CGI of the animal designs, but they don't look super bad in the context of the movie. I don't know, the animal designs grew on me and the hostile mob designs translated really well into the movie's art style. I especially loved the Enderman design, and the scene that introduced him was super gnarly. The props all look really good too, and you can absolutely tell that the art department worked really hard on them, from the weapons and armor to small things like ingots and redstone. The VFX, particle designs, and sound design are all very in line with the game. Hearts when something loves you, the look and sound of basic things like mining and impacts, the way that killing something leaves their meat behind. Details like this make me really appreciate and respect how much they followed the source material. I'm gonna be very critical of this movie, but know that I have nothing but love and respect to the technical crew. The movie looks exactly like what you'd expect out of a movie based on Minecraft. No notes. I can just feel the love the filmmakers have with the IP and its community. There's a big reference in this movie that really made me smile. If you've seen the movie, you know which one. I also found this movie kinda funny for the most part, which is majorly credited to Jack Black's natural charisma. His over-the-top delivery with every other line and term made us die laughing. But as I'll explain later, the joke wears off really quickly after a while. There's a subplot where Jennifer Coolidge falls in love with a villager, and it's the most surreal and wild shit ever. I felt like I was watching a fever dream. But these only made about 30% of the actual movie, and the fever dream was quickly struck down by the glaring issues this movie had. And I can boil it down to 2 things exactly: the writing and, oddly, the 2 A-listers of the movie. Because this movie has the most horrible and somehow least effort in its writing I've ever seen. I take writing super seriously, but somehow there's nothing redeemable about the writing in this movie at all. The main characters suck, they all have cliched arcs that you can tell from the first minute they're on screen, and there's nothing subtle or fresh about any of them. And any attempts to have dramatic tension out of them fall flat on their faces. I don't even know if there's anything to spoil about this movie, because if you've seen any of the Jumanji movies, you have basically seen the Minecraft movie. Which is odd because there's so much lore and hidden stories you could have had to make this movie. But no, it's just a generic isekai. The 2 kids in the movie are siblings dealing with parental loss, and it's literally just a creativity is good plotline. The brother's creative, but gets him bullied. Oh, after the adventure, he'll realize creativity is pretty cool, right? Yup, yeah, he does. The sister is struggling with taking care of the brother and being protective of him. After the adventure, she learned to let him be himself, right? Yep, of course she does. There's literally a black character there just to make some sassy quips about what was going on at the moment. She has no arc, she has no real character journey, she's just there to be the sassy black woman. I thought we left this shit behind 5 years ago, what the hell is this? This movie also has a severe exposition problem where every character literally reads off their character bio in their first scenes. You know who they are, what they do, and what their character arc is. Not from any visual storying or clues, no. They literally tell you everything that you need to know. Establishing shots of new locations go on for so long because the characters yap about what the location is and about everything on screen. The character conflicts are introduced in a paragraph where they mention what's the issue and how they feel about it, and are resolved in another paragraph 30 minutes later. The opening scene tells us the 2 siblings have lost their mom. Someone else mentions it, and the scene cuts to them looking at sad old pictures, just in case it wasn't subtle enough. Main characters, I get, but the side characters too? Jennifer Coolidge is in this movie for 15 minutes, but she spends a third of her screen time yapping about her character and her own personal struggles that don't even play into the fucking movie. Is this supposed to be funny? I feel insulted. Kids are smarter than you realize, writers, and I hate this trope of writing where they don't trust their audience and they have to spoon feed everything to you. And they do a really shitty job of spoon feeding it to you because they talk for so long. Speaking of the dialogue, who is this movie for? There's a lot of jokes in the movie that a kid audience will not get, but the character writing and dialogue is very targeted to kids. For fuck's sake, they unironically say unalive, they're on TikTok. What is this movie? Oh, and as if the writing isn't bad enough, the strongest screen presences suck ass. As I said before, Jack Black is naturally charismatic, and if I went up to any brain-rotted zoomer and said chicken jockey, you know exactly what I'm talking about. His deliveries became a meme because of how over the top they are. But what if I told you that that delivery is how he delivers every single line? There is no subtlety, no variation, no depth to his performance at all. He is overacting so hard in this movie, even during the more softer emotional scenes. The funny meme lines are funny in a vacuum, but you can only take a joke for a certain period of time. Also, he sings. Why does he sing? He has like 4 mini songs that he bursts out singing for, I guess, the funny? I think the filmmakers were just stoked to get Jack Black in the movie that they just let Jack Black be himself for the whole thing. Gotta jangle the keys to keep the kids entertained, you know?
I am building rocks and shit and playing fucking Minecraft.
Oh, but he's not the worst part of this movie. Jason Momoa absolutely sucks. He sounds like he's so bored out of his mind throughout the movie, and it doesn't help that his character is really insufferable. He's this washed up gamer dude that's super selfish and self-centered. He's condescending, he's a jerk to everyone he meets. He exploits the people who are nice to him just so he can get something out of them. Of course, he does change throughout the movie, but does he? He doesn't have a moment where he realizes what he did wrong, nor do you realize he's become a better person. All he is a joke that you roll your eyes at, and a character that's so frustrating and hateable for the whole movie. And Jason Momoa's boring dude bro performance does not help that at all! There's a lot about this movie that really pissed me off. The writing was downright insulting, the direction was a little flat, and the performances were either too high energy or too low energy. But because the genuine effort put in by the art direction, production design, and the visual effects, it sucks that I'm this harsh on this movie. Because again, you can just feel the love the technical crew had with the source material. You can really tell they made this movie for the fans to enjoy and love. But if they spent as much time writing a much better script beyond the chicken jockeys and the flint and steels, this would have been the movie worthy of the 15 plus years of Minecraft's legacy. 3 out of 10. We collectively owe the FNAF movie a massive apology. We did not know how good we had it. Thanks for watching.